Women's Campus, and I'm going to let these young ladies introduce themselves at this time.
My name is Pruitt.
My name is Erin Snow.
My name is Rinrada Wingsunthia.
Now, you ladies, it's a very unique situation you guys have here at Coosa. I was informed the other day by Coach O'Brien, and I don't know if this is true, but you guys will know if it's true. There's only 7 seniors in the entire school. Is that correct?
There's 9.
9 seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, 33% of your whole class is cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty unique.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talk about the relationship you guys. Now, you're exchange students. This is your first year here. Is that correct?
No, it's my 3rd year.
3rd year here, but you guys are like a sisterhood by now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now let's start with you. How's it been since you've gotten here and gotten to know these young ladies and been a part of this program?
Like, how's it been?
Yeah, how has it been for you?
There's chill and it's good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Are they like sisters to you now? Very good friends?
Yeah. They always give me a ride. It's like mine and other parents.
There you go. I like it. Erin, how's it been for you?
It's been good. I've been here since I've been in 5th grade, so it's always been a small class, but it makes us feel like a family. We are so close. It can be a good thing and a bad thing, but we are super close knit, and it's fun.
You have to be with the number of students you guys have.
Yeah.
And I mean, if something, like I can just see in the school, you guys have a lot of help with everything. Like if somebody needs a ride, like she said, or somebody's sick. I've seen it on the football side. I've seen it in other sports as well.
Yes.
But you came from a 7A school
Yes.
here, so that had to be a drastic change.
It was like moving here, especially my junior year, so already spending 2 years in high school. It was such a dramatic change, but Coosa, like you said, they just welcome you in and they just take you a part of the family. And our grade is we fight like brothers and sisters, but we all love each other. So
I love it. Now, here's a question I want to ask you. You guys have a new cheerleading coach this year, Mindy O'Brien, correct? How's that been for you personally, your relationship with her?
I love Mindy personally, and no offense, but Coosa's cheer squad, it was just never taken seriously, like any other school in the county. And so I feel like she has tried to step in, along with her husband, she's tried to step in and just make Coosa more than what people think it is.
No doubt.
Along with what Allie said, I love Mindy so much. I'm the cheer captain, and I've been at Coosa, so I've seen how the program's been, and it's always been laid back. Nobody's taking it seriously. So this year we go to Z's gymnastics for tumbling and stunts. We try to improve on that. And with Mindy, she's so involved. She'll text me all the time with stuff and practices what we should do. And she helps us make signs and stuff. It's just so, I love her. She's so sweet.
I've actually seen her in there making signs.
I know. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you doing?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Same question for you.
I think it's such a big move for our cheer squad because we used to do the way we did. It's just we never had practice every day like we did. I mean, we do. And in the summer and everything, it's just such a big move. But it's a good move.
Yeah.
We're moving forward.
Because, a lot of people don't realize cheerleading, it's not a contact sport, but it's very athletic, and it's a sport, really it is. We interviewed Zeb Jones, I don't know if you know him, he made Top Gun and moved to Florida, and he was talking about the challenges that he comes in contact with and how many hours a week, and I was like, geez.
Yeah.
He's 60 hours a week working at it, something like that.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you guys, and we'll start right back over here. What do you think about the new school colors that the football team's kind of embraced here?
I love it. I personally light color better than dark color, so I think it's so pretty.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Really good.
I love it. I think the whole school, if we had a student body to vote on it, we could change it.
Yeah.
Because with dark blue, Etowah has that too. And sometimes when you go to shops and stuff, Etowah has it, so we would like to change it. And the football uniforms, they look so good.
Oh, yeah.
I love them so much.
I like them.
The same thing like Erin said, it's just, Etowah does have the darker blue, so just in no school in this county has the light blue, so just us having a light blue you would just know that they're from Coosa or they have people that go to Coosa.
We gotta get a vote on this, man. We gotta talk to Miss Justice.
I know.
Yeah. What we gotta do about this?
I don't know.
And we have to make it
She
official.
told us one time we could get a student body count, and then take it to the board, but I really want to.
Yeah, I never still love it.
I've got a feeling that the football team's just going to be really, really good here, and when that takes hold, I think that'd be the first step to getting that to happen. You know? All right, guys. Now let's rewind the clock a little bit. Last week, I want to talk about game week or game day for you guys. What does that look like from a cheerleading standpoint? Let's talk about game week first. When it's game week, I know it's obviously looks different. Just take me through a normal game week. What days do y'all practice? What days do y'all make signs? What days do y'all prepare? And then all that. Because something I noticed about you guys and other cheer squads at bigger schools you don't have a band to follow. In other words, they're doing routines off the band. You guys have to do it on your own. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But game week, what does it look like?
Well, like this past game week, we tried to prepare our run through the week before game week, so we wouldn't have to worry about it. We could get that out of the way. We tried to do most of the signs that way, but they take so long that we wasn't able to. But game week it's stressful and it's busy, but we're just trying to perfect our pep rally if we have one. We're trying to perfect our halftime if we have one. We're trying to perfect our sideline cheers just so we look the best that Coosa Cheer's ever looked.
Same question y'all can answer from your perspective.
Yeah, just same thing with Allie, what Allie said. We practiced every single day last week, and I know a lot of us, it's tough because I play multiple sports. I had volleyball. So after volleyball, we would have to come in and practice cheer, even if we stayed till 7, 8 o'clock at night, making signs, going over the dance. It's a lot, but it's fun. Like when you have the people we have on our squad, it's so much fun, and we all have good attitudes, and we just want to have a good pep rally.
And y'all do have pep rallies? Well.
Yes, on game days at home.
Gotcha.
But we had one last week because it was just the start of the
really big
season.
game.
Yeah, that was a huge game. So from your perspective, how's it been, your game week?
It's just same as them mostly, but it's just like so busy. But when we actually like get over it, like the pep rally, we're proud of what we did. Like when it's like over, we're like, okay, it's done, and then we're proud of it.
Now, that's one thing I've always wondered, and I remember as a player, it was very difficult because you'd be in the middle of school and you'd have a pep rally and you get on this extreme high, and then you'd get out of school and then you had this long wait, and then I'd be like up here and then I'd be down here, and then you got to get back up again before the school. Do y'all have that same problem or no before the game?
It just still feels so busy, like even after the pep rally. Okay, now you got to clean it up. Now
That's
you have
true.
to get everyone together, go over sidelines, and then we eat pregame with the football players. So it just feels so busy.
That's right. You don't have time to be tired.
Yeah, I'm just excited.
How many hours a week do you think you spend in general, either at school or with Coosa, doing a Coosa event?
We were talking about this yesterday.
I mean, last week, because we had volleyball on Saturday, I was here 6 days.
6
out
days.
of 7 days, and that's school practice, and I'm here till like 8.
Golly.
So it's a lot if
Just
you do
imagine if
multiple
you work at a
sports.
job,
Yeah.
Because you guys are 8:05, you have to be here, correct? In the mornings. So 8 to 8, that's 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And some days you did that multiple times a week.
Yeah.
That's like 12-hour shifts. Could you imagine? You could get some OT. All right, let me ask y'all guys a question. Game day. What time do you ladies wake up, and just walk me through your game day? Let's start over here.
I usually wake up like 6 o'clock, and
Tell us what you do.
Dress up days.
Oh, so we're just gonna I dress up as the theme of the game.
So y'all have themes during the day here.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
come,
the
okay.
game.
All right, go ahead.
And go to school.
Then after school, that's when it gets interesting. Erin, you take it over from there.
So yeah, I wake up around 6 a.m. too. We would last week was white out, so we would all dress up white
The
out.
whole school pretty much.
Yeah, especially the cheer squad, we all have to do that because we want to show school spirit. And then during the day, we go to classes, and at lunch, we eat lunch fast as we can, and then we all go to the gym, set up the pep rally, get the games together. Then we go over the whole pep rally by ourselves and go over the dance and just walk through everything. And then the pep rally begins. We do the pep rally, and then we clean up the pep rally, finish that off, and then we go eat pregame with the guys.
Gotcha.
And that's basically
So then,
after
take
that,
it to the game.
pregame.
What's that look like? And then after the game, during the game, or before the game, during the game, after the game, and then home.
Same thing, just Erin was talking about, after we go eat pregame, before we ate pregame last week, we were trying to get our run through sign, and it's so big, it will only fit in certain cars. We have to line up people because we don't drive that big of cars to take it. And then once we take it, we have to just make sure it's out and just, make sure it's all prepared for the guys to run through and just make sure we know what we're doing and make sure we look good and just show what we're about.
Did y'all have a halftime show last week?
No, we
No.
couldn't. We had something planned, but the grass was wet.
It
We
was
didn't want to
so
do a back
Yes,
handspring. And
we were literally
fall.
walking in
It
mud.
was, on the sidelines where you guys were, you guys were up on not on the field, but on the
Mhm.
concrete part. It was still soaking right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Now, throughout the game, then the game's over. Do you guys go eat together, or what do you guys do?
We usually do on Friday nights, but since
Yeah.
last week it was
It's
a
school
school
day.
night,
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
that was a
couldn't.
Thursday.
but we usually
Yeah,
all
that
go to
makes
Waffle
sense.
House.
Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot that was on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys had to get in. I mean, you guys probably get in bed at what, 11 or 12?
I didn't get home. I left my house that morning at 7:30, and I did not get home till 11:45 at night. And I didn't even go home to change. Like, I went to her house.
Yeah.
Jeez. So you'd really be making some overtime.
Yeah.
You'd be about really big on overtime. All right, so let me ask y'all a question. You guys are seniors now.
Mhm.
Do you remember back when you were just starting out and just getting on varsity, looking up to the seniors then?
Mm-hmm.
100%.
What was that like, and how is it different now that you are those seniors that those younger girls look up to?
Well, like me, whenever I had my senior year, I was on Gadsden City, and I looked up, like, I had this one girl, and she had the same name as me, so I guess it's kind of ironic, but her name was Allie, and I just looked up to her, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I cannot wait.
Who was the young lady with blonde hair at Gadsden City that's always telling jokes?
Allie Johnson.
That was her?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was her.
Yeah, that was her.
She was
and
hilarious.
she was so funny, and like I knew her from like previously, and I just always looked up to her as like a big sister, and I was like, it'll be forever until that day comes. And then we got one full year in, then COVID hit, and then once COVID hit, time just flew by.
yeah.
It seems like, and like our sophomore and junior, and now we're a senior. It's just crazy.
I remember playing, I was thinking, man, these old dudes, I'll never be there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like what Allie said, it's flown by. I've always wanted to be cheer captain, and now that I am cheer captain, it's just so exciting because I just want to do the very best like I can do
That's right.
to make our squad be the best like Coosa's had in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but also have like so much fun. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy that this is senior year.
It's crazy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same question.
So like when I was like younger, I didn't know the senior had like such a big impact in a school. I thought it was just the owner's kid.
Right.
Until like right now I'm the senior now, I feel like it's like impact like the little kids and the teacher and the school and stuff, and how we do things and how the little kid do things, like they really like look up to us and do what we do.
Yeah.
What's unique about you guys' school is like, you guys actually have like little kids here. Like,
We have
little-
the 7th and 8th grade.
which is remarkable because they really are probably just like starstruck. They're probably like, look, I want to be there one day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who come up with the design for the new cheerleading outfits?
Coach Mindy.
Did she?
Well,
Yes.
we had a different design picked out, and it was.
Yeah.
It did not have the old blue in it. It was just the Vegas gold and the Carolina blue. And we fell in love immediately whenever we
we
knew
love
that we
the
were getting,
Vegas
because
blue.
there was talk about getting new colors, but we were like, we don't know if it's true. And so whenever we actually heard that, we were getting these new colors, we were so excited. But they wasn't a fan of us, doing the whole uniform since everyone else, basketball and hasn't changed yet. So we changed to this, and I love it.
Like I said, we should make a vote and make it like official.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Make it official.
One thing that the football team did, and I don't know if it's because they ran out, I think it's because they ran out of time, but I kind of liked it though, is they left their face mask the old blue. Have y'all noticed that? Next time you look at their helmets,
No,
they
I
got the
don't
old
think I-
blue face mask.
Maybe I did.
They left that, and I told Coach, he was like, man, we didn't get those painted in time. I said, actually, man, I think it's good to have one last little thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because you wouldn't even notice it if you didn't look. You just think, but if you look, next time you look at their helmets, look, their face mask is still blue. So that's why I kind of like the color scheme that you guys
Yeah.
have here. Now let me ask you something though. You guys go all the way until basketball, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Cheer season.
Yeah.
How much different is game day with basketball and football? I'm sure it's probably not as intense, but it's still pretty intense.
I don't care.
Okay.
Anybody can
It's-
answer.
For me, I play basketball. It's chaotic. It's not as simple and smooth as football because you half of us, we play basketball. So
More than half.
yeah.
honestly.
So
Yeah.
I only get to cheer on the boys. Like I don't get to cheer on my team.
Varsity cheer only then.
Mm.
Yeah, because who cheers for when you guys are playing?
The players, the
Yeah.
cheerleaders that don't play basketball, and there's
That's
usually not a lot.
There's just
Like
a
last year,
couple.
mainly
Like-
the whole squad
Yeah,
played
we have-
basketball.
We have like 6 people left last year.
Yeah.
That don't
And
play
it's like-
basketball.
During football season, like yeah, we had that one like Thursday was chaotic, but on basketball season, it's like sometimes it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday,
Yeah.
or sometimes it's Tuesday and Thursday guaranteed. So we have 2 days a week instead of 1 day a week that we're having to worry about not just cheer but also having to worry about basketball and winning those games as well.
Y'all have pregame meals then too? No, basketball.
No.
No, that everybody's free for all.
Yeah. We usually all eat, like the basketball team eats together,
I
but
got you.
Yeah.
Quick question: do y'all have a rival squad? Somebody that when y'all play, y'all like hey, we got
basketball.
No, a squad like cheer.
Like
Oh.
So when y'all play a certain team, that y'all are like, man, we got to be on our A game because
Not really. I don't think so. We just don't.
I remember
Not
you guys
competitively.
against City when basketball games versus Sparkman. You remember that?
Yes,
That's very
Sparkman
intense.
was it. Well, yeah, it was very intense. to
They
say
would
the
like be
least.
shouting at each other
Yeah.
across the gym.
Mhm.
I didn't know if you guys had that here at Coosa or not.
I would say one of the games last year was Raglan
Raglan?
area games.
That's
That
right.
gets super intense, like the fans and stuff.
The thing about that is when you're in a gym, it's a whole different level.
Mhm.
On a field, you can scream all you want.
But you're not as
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But at the
And
gym,
here,
you can,
scream,
yeah.
it'll echo
Yes.
back, and then everybody
Yes.
around you. So it's a different environment. But before we shut the video down, I love doing this, and I always turn it over to you girls and let you talk. What would you like to say to like your parents, the administration, the fans, the people in the school that supported you all this time throughout your cheer career? Now we'll bring the girls back on basketball, but just cheer in general, and we'll start over here.
I would like to thank the cheer squad because like different. First that I said that like we made such a big move by changing the coach, and we really had like a big problem during the cheer. Like some people quit, and like we had to change everything in like really short time, literally like everything in like a week, and we did it great. And everyone like really put the effort in it. Like usually we did not really like help each other do sign, but this year I see a lot of people like help each other do signs, stay up late, and help us, and everyone just like seemed like like really afford to
Yeah.
the
Everybody's
sport.
bought in.
Yes.
Yes.
Helping out.
Yes.
It
You
makes
had
me
to in a
happy.
short period of time, though, correct?
Yes.
No doubt.
I would just like to thank Coach Mindy for all the time and she spent with us over the summer at practices, and also, yes, the cheer squad, because we have had some people that quit, but now I feel like everyone has such a good attitude. We're so
Yes.
positive about it. It's been so much fun, and I would like to thank Miss Justice for like the pregame meals, like she fed us last Friday. And
She's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
we love Miss
she's
Justice.
the best. But yeah, just what they said, like our school or our squad, they put in 100 like that week. We did have someone quit the week before, less than a week before game day, and they put in 110% because we were stressed. We were like, oh
We
my
were so
goodness, like. But they did. They put in all the work, and they made sure, like we were stressed, and they're like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it all out, and yeah, they're the best, and this school is the best, and I'm very excited to see where, the football, where our football team goes, and I'm ready to cheer them on, and I'm so excited for the game in Gatlinburg.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be an experience
Yes.
on myself. I'm glad
Yes.
Coach did that. I don't buy too much into last Friday's game because I know how hard these guys work and they're going to get it turned around.
Yes.
And this ain't one of those where you say, well, yeah, they will, but then they don't really.
Yeah.
We have to say that sometimes at average Joe's, but I know for a fact these guys are. And Mr. Wright, I'll let you know that gentleman. He had preached a message, the pregame sermon. He talked about that, about David when he goes out and he goes and gets the lamb from the lion. And he told him, he said, I'm going to go do this. And he was talking about Coosa's dignity, Coosa's pride, because they've been getting beat so long. He said, I'm coming to get this. And he said, and if that lion roars, then I'll take him out too, because we're about to come get it. And he talked about that message last week. And he even told the team, he said, this game this week, he said, I don't think this is your Goliath. I think your Goliath's going to be later on down the season. You got bigger fish to fry later on, meaning the area games and stuff.
Yes, 100%.
And I said, that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
And he preached that message, and it was very good. But But before you guys get out of here, we want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to do the interview. We're trying to get more people involved, not just football.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a lot of volleyball, which I still got to get with you guys. But
Yeah.
that being said, good luck to you girls, and you girls are Friday versus Gaston. Is it
Yeah.
at, or at
It's
Gaston?
at Gaston.
At Gaston. Okay. Good luck to you girls.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.